market was turning back to the upside here, I thought everything was fine in the market. Oh my God. Oh, guys, I can't even begin to I don't know what else you guys want from me. Like I keep saying to everybody, this market is not in a good spot. There's not much that they can do to really convince me right now that there is going to be a lot of capital flowing back into these like really, really big names here. The name of the game is going to be to really keep things small, focus on the potential post-earnings, and then maybe some of these sector rotations here as they end up forming, because this market is not in a good spot. Now, what happens because of that? Well, we had Circle, absolutely monster move after that post-earnings move there. Congratulations again, one of the students in LTMP, Taylor over there, nailing this for 1,000% on the weeklies there. Again, I had it for like what, at 300 something percent there. That was really awesome. Some of the other ones just aren't playing ball today, but that is again gonna happen when you see the market absolutely start to nuke like this. So ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, I would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. It costs you absolutely nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading these streams out to as many people who actually want to learn. Again, I do these streams for you guys every single day here at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. Tomorrow's Friday, so it's public live day. We'll be live at 9:15 a.m. Eastern here, guys. Again, I cannot make this any easier for everybody. Like, this is not, like, we're just trapped in chop season here. This is not high quality conditions. These are, like, if you, like I've been talking about over the last week, do not let yourself get caught up in this it's so over, we're so back, very quick kind of shift here mentality. It is not, nothing has changed. Nvidia's earnings were solid, but what did I tell you guys yesterday when everybody was asking me about Nvidia earnings? I was like, yeah, they're probably going to beat, but I really don't think the market is going to have a very positive overall reaction to it, because it just doesn't make sense for any more capital to go into these sectors here right now. It just doesn't. So when thinking about the market from that perspective, again, you saw that initial move up in Nvidia. You saw a lot of people celebrating in the after hours. They were like, oh my God, things are looking so good again. And when in reality, nothing has actually changed, because you have to have the accurate understanding of just overall sentiment going into the day. Now, what we can talk about here too is crypto. Crypto is still actually in a decent spot here. If Bitcoin can hold this daily 10 exponential moving average, that actually would be a pretty good sign. I mean, Bitcoin's only down about 1.3% here, which is decent, with the overall market, again, the S&P over here being down about 1.2, 1.15% here, which generally you would expect Bitcoin to be down a little bit more. So you do see a little bit of this risk appetite coming back into some of the sections of the market here. I mean, like Reddit is looking really good. Some of these other software names. Snowflake, again, not really following through on that post-earnings move. It was looking great there for a second, then got whacked. That is what happens sometimes with those post-earnings movers. But again, guys, it's like I don't know what else I can do for everybody to say, hey, this is not looking good. Like, until we can really get this big clear move to the downside here and start to push through these lower levels and really give all of the people in the market right now that are very fearful what they want to see, then you're not going to see these like nice sustained follow through movements that everybody wants to see. It just isn't realistic. It's just not. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. Let's see here. So now we're getting that start of that potential move down. I still think, again, the precious metals charts here, gold looks absolutely phenomenal going into the next couple of weeks here. I think this is going to be a great area to potentially look for potential moves to the upside and rotation into safety. You are, I believe, seeing some interesting moves here in treasuries. Yep, you are seeing that bid come into the bond market here. So we are seeing that flight to safety. Now, what else could we look at here? Where are utilities right now? Where's XLU? Oh, XLU down a little bit, but still hanging out at the highs. Industrials over here moving to the downside. XLF, interesting. Bank, the financial sector is actually looking pretty interesting today. Moving back to the upside. So what does JP Morgan look like? JP Morgan looks fine. Morgan Stanley, again, looking fine. Wells Fargo over here, again, looking fine. Bank of America over here, looking fine. What about things like Walmart, Value, starting to lose that bid that we've been talking about. Costco, ooh, kind of the same thing there too. HD, let's see. Kind of holding on to this 200 here, but just not really doing much of anything yet. Real estate looking good? Yeah. Well, that will happen as rates are. Oh yeah, XLRE looks really good there. What about? Hold on. Is that gonna be the next little rotation there? Oh, it's REITs. A lot of REITs. Welltower, Prologis, Equinix, American Tower, Realty Income, Simon Property Group. This is all REITs, guys. Here comes gold moving back up. I don't know. I'm telling you, this doesn't look good. We are in for some pain going into the next couple of weeks here. We just are. SPG, yeah. Oh wait, no, that's something different. Isn't that S&P cool? Oh, Simon Property Group, yeah. See, guys, like when we see REITs catching a bid like this, utilities still hanging out at the highs, and I keep saying to you guys that these are not good signs to the market. Like, yeah, you're gonna see those every couple of days here. You get a little bit of a move, like Mag 7. Oh yeah, it might be coming off this 200 here. It looks okay, but it's like as soon as the fear comes back in, think about it like this. What was the when I was talking with you guys about this range of consolidation that we were talking that we've been chopping around in for a while, one of the main things that I've been talking about is even if we get this move back to the upside, if there is any sort of inkling of weakness here, everybody is just going to get out of the pool again. Why? Because nothing's actually changing, and there's not like this new narrative of like providing this solid reasoning to be bullish. Gold is now starting to catch a bid here. Let's see if this thing can start moving. I really like how the metals looks. Where's silver? Silver still looks interesting. Whereas palladium's probably down more. Yeah, palladium's down a little here. What about TMC, the metals company? How's that look? That is starting to look phenomenal here. Like really, really, really good on TMC. That could be an unbelievable setup for us over the next couple of weeks here. But again, it's knowing where to look and understanding that the overall sentiment in the market now is just not like, okay, here's a great example of this. Even if we rip back up to the highs here today, what's changed? Even if we start ripping back to the highs today, what's changed? Nothing. Nothing would have changed. So, again, it's just this period of chop and consolidation that we've been trapped in. We want to break to the downside of this. And the interesting thing about this, too, there's no headlines. There's no news. If U.S. takes action on Iran, goal should be regime change. Okay, we know that already. Nvidia shares extend declines. That's just a headline telling us what's going on. Amazon's $50 billion OpenAI deal tied to AGI, IPO milestones information. Yeah, that's not really all that significant, I don't think. SoftBank and Nvidia are each planning $30 billion investments in phases, while Microsoft has yet to decide whether to participate. What's this? Nope. Trump and Xi summit preparations falter as planning gaps unsettle Beijing. Okay. Iran won't allow enriched uranium to leave the country. So where's oil right now? Is oil moving off of this? Oops. Oil right back up. So it is some of this defense stuff today. Now you're seeing gold starting to make that climb here. See? You look at this on the weekly here, it just looks like it's rolling over. Like, it just looks like it wants to roll right over. I want to see us at least get to 65.20 here on ES. Ideally, we get down to here, 61.66 on ES. What would SPY look like? That would be about, I don't know, 613 on the SPY. Yeah, Reddit looked good. That was one that we were looking at this morning. Look at this weekly chart, man. It's just we've done absolutely nothing since October. Nothing. I really like how gold looks. Like, this is where the vast majority of our attention is. Snap. That's another one there, too. Where's IGV right now? Is it getting murdered? Oh, no. IGV's still holding on there. That's interesting. TPR looks so nice, but it gapped this morning. Oh, yeah. I mean, you could look at the 5-minute opening range break on that. Did it crack above? Yeah. So you're right at that entry point there. Stop just down below that 5-minute low. That's not bad. I like that. Here comes gold. Where's Circle right now? Is that still going? Oh, Circle right back up. Yeah, so guys, again, congratulations to everybody that nailed this one. This was 1,000%er on the post earnings. I mean, I had further out expiration on that, so that mine was like 300 something percent. What are they at now? 260% right now. Those are looking good. Again, I still really like how the metals look. I think that's, again, if we start to see more fear in the market, which, again, we are seeing. Like, where is this right now? Yeah, like, you're just right back down. If you look at the weekly, we're just doing nothing. So, again, let's take a look at some of the other cryptos here. Like, what's Ethereum doing today? Again, moving back to the downside there, but hopefully all of you guys paid attention to the YouTube video that I made for you guys yesterday talking about the cryptos. It's like, okay, we got these shifts above the 10 EMA. Now we have to wait for that additional confirmation here that we are ready for that next secondary move higher, if it's going to happen and you actually see the moves going back into this sector of the market here. So again, this is easily going to see a lot of like big ranges, large amounts of volatility. But if we end up holding above this 10 EMA here and you flatline, that would be a very good sign for things moving forward here. Gold's starting to climb. Gold is starting to climb here. I really like that chart. I really do. That looks awesome. Safe. That's a wonky one. So then when you take a look at something like Bmnr, it's like, well, what is it doing today? Well, it's probably doing exactly what we expected it to. This has potentially a really, really strong short to medium term setup coming in the near future here. But it's not like you need to wait for that confirmation. And this is why we've been talking about, like, you can't go from like it's so over to we're so back to it's so over the entire time. Because nothing's actually changed. You can't let like these knee-jerk reactions in the market drive your overall sentiment and force you to make decisions. Because then you end up in a situation like this where it's like, oh no, you bought based off of like, oh no, Nvidia earnings look good. But it's like, are we really in a position in the market here for a lot of this capital to start just flying back in? No, that's what all of 2025 was. 1 of 1. Thank you, man. Yeah, hit that like button on the way in, guys. Jimmy, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Circle's looking great here. That's a nasty 1,000%er. That could even go more. Like, what's his name? Taylor was all out at 1,300% there on that one today in the LTMP group. So nice work, guys. I'm gonna throw that link for you guys in the live chat here. So again, for everybody that's still not in there with us yet, make sure that you guys use code February. Get your first month for $1 a day there. You'll be buying more Bmnr. Jamie, hopefully you listen to me this time around, buddy. Hopefully you listen this time around. It's getting close to a point where like it does make sense for like a medium term trade, but like it's not right now. And then, but also it's like Bmnr, like I just keep saying, it's like I've been very consistent in my thoughts on Bmnr. Bmnr is an instrument to use as a proxy to take advantage of the movements in the crypto market. That's what it is. You're down 60% on Bmnr? You regret not listening to me? Jimmy, I tried, man. We had so many conversations about that thing in here, and I was like, I don't like it. Now you're starting to get to an interesting spot there on it. Gold over 476. That looks good. Again, this is now another setup here. Yeah, this just doesn't look good in the market here. The other thing that is notable that we talked about, and Ralph brought this up on the morning stream in the LTMP group, guys, is remember yesterday's move up, that aggressive like a 0.81% day in the on ES there, and a nice move in the overall market. Very low volume on that move. Now it makes sense because you were going into Nvidia's earnings, but that didn't look like it was going to stick either. It'd be nice to see Circle rage up to like 91.36. That would be fun. Yeah, I think I'm just going to keep picking up gold contracts. I just this has all the signs right now that it just looks like it wants to get a nice big move back into the highs here. Yeah, so we really don't need this zone anymore. I mean, you kind of are rejecting it a bunch of times, but like, we'll see. IO and Q's moving back up there. Yeah, gold getting some action there. FRPT. Fresh Pat. That looks interesting. Yeah. You let the 10 catch up on that thing, that could be a very interesting one. BSM. Blackstone Minerals. That looks good. I mean, I like this the most right now. The thing that is my favorite right now in the metals is TMC right here. I like that a lot. You almost can take it now. Like this just looks like it off the 200. Looks like it wants to make that move. Circle back above 89. Nice. What are those up right now? 283%. Nice. 291%. Nice. All right. Circle looking for new highs, ladies and gentlemen. That's another gem. That's one of the... So think about post-earnings, guys. Like, what have I said? It's like, here's what we need to do. Our main focus is going to be on post-earnings. We're going to look for some of these sector rotations in the meantime, but that's going to be our main focus in this type of market environment. Okay, how many 1,000%ers were there? 5, 6? This earnings season? I don't know. Pay attention or pay a premium, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to see this thing get ripping again. It looks like it wants to. Here we go on Circle. Back over 300% on Circle. Nice. VLO, is that Valero? TMC looks good, guys. Yeah, the oil names I bet are looking good. Yeah, Valero looks really good. Just look at oil. Oil has been something that I've been covering a lot recently. And again, remember, this is not something that's going to make like a nice clean move. But you can take advantage of some of these big movements within the oil market, which VLO looks really good. Where's like Exxon? Where's Oxy? Oxy bouncing very significantly off of the 10 there. I might end up rolling a lot of my gold out a little bit further in terms of expiration. That might be something that I do tomorrow. Gold moving, circle still going. Yeah, if I hit another one of these kind of ridiculous scale outs today, like I might just sling it. Gold moving. There we go. Gold peaking, guys. I mean, remember, we own this thing down here, 317 on GLD. Things at 476. That's a nasty move. On the weekly, guys, this is, if you ever want to look at, if you're struggling in the market and you're looking for something to take advantage, just look at this chart. Weekly chart on gold, the breakout was right around 37, like right in the 317 range here. You get this nasty move. Never gets a weekly close down below the 10 EMA here and just continues to just print. Big, big, big moves in precious metals, guys. And I don't think they're done. Here comes Circle looking for 90. What is my, like, oh damn, yeah. This thing is nuts. So again, keep smacking that like button on the way in, team. Helps a lot spreading these out. Again, hopefully you paid attention to the YouTube video yesterday. We've been really spot on with everything that we've been seeing in the market here. Yeah, here comes gold. Oops, I don't want the 5 minute. I want the daily. What the? Why is it doing this now? Why? Trading View, stop. It never went down to 441 today, you dum-dums. Trading View, what are we having issues over here again? Come on. EWA. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Australia. Yeah, Koru has just been a nasty one. I think I was trading this thing, guys, at like $9 last year. No, maybe not. 30? No, because I hit Koru for a really nice move. I'm just trying to figure out where it was. Was it here? Oh, it might have been here. Was there a split? Oh, back here. I remember top ticking it. Yeah, I don't remember where it was, but I pretty much top ticked this thing at one point. On a sell. It was nasty. But yeah, the emerging markets look good. Yeah, this is nonsense here. This is not a real wick on gold. 477. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Gold is moving back to the upside just as we expect. Nice. Here we go. I think you're in for some boom candles on metals. Market's in turmoil. What's the market doing? Trying to rally back up a little bit here, but nothing too significant. What's crypto doing? Holding the 10? For now, yeah. What's Palantir doing today? Palantir's peaking out of a little base here. That's interesting. So the one thing that is interesting here about this software move, it's like, is this just an unwind of the long semi-short software trade? Like, is that potentially what this is? like this move up in software, because like why is software moving after all these AI developments and the market was nuking today? Software up 2.3% as the market's like getting killed. That's a bit strange, you know? So again, it is starting to break out there. Like where's crowd moving? Where's Oracle? Not really moving. Where's Net? Where's Salesforce? Salesforce, nice break there. IO and Q moving now. Microsoft. Yep, a lot of these can. But that's the thing with the software move. It's like what retail is doing right now is they're just slinging it down at these lows here. And like, great. Maybe you have a little bit of a buffer on a position here, but if it really is that situation where you're seeing like short covering on IGV and like maybe selling an SMH over here, again, that's not looking good. Like the closing out of the long semi short software trade. I mean, eventually that would suggest a bottom in software here, but then what happens if the market decides to get a little bit of a further push down here? Well, it's like, well, it probably gets murdered. So very similarly to exactly what I've been talking about with Bitcoin and the crypto markets over the last 24 hours, it's just wait for the setup. It'll be so blatantly obvious to everybody when it's ready to go. You just got to wait for it to tell us, you know? Why is this chart like this? This is stupid. Right on top of the weekly 200. Nice. GCT moving. Yeah, that was another post earnings one, guys. Oh yeah. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so top side of the range there was 43.83. That's a good looking move there. That one again, it was. I didn't really look too hard at trying to get fills on that chain. Weird Netflix wick. Yeah, that's nonsense. Yeah, what is up with TradingView today? So this just still looks phenomenal here too. So I'm gonna let those go. That post earnings mover, I like it. Let's see what happens with this zone here, if it wants to get all the way back up here. All right, new 15-minute candle. Let's see what we're in for here. Where's TMC? Is that still getting a candle? Yeah, again, I almost like that right here. Yeah, that GCT was a nice move too. Ooh. Let's see. Where's SoFi? SoFi getting clipped, or is this gonna move with like this? Yeah, SoFi's moving back up. Where's AMD? Is AMD getting murdered? Yep. Well, I mean, yeah, but like it's still just chopping around the 200. Circle making another move here. AB&B on a yeah, real estate's doing well today. Yeah, wow, look at that thing. Again, look at we talked about this a little bit before. Look at XLRE. REITs are still doing very well. Where's RKT? Not really doing much, but looks interesting going into their earnings. I mean, it's down below the 200. That's a little tough. But you do have, again, real estate looking very good here. What's that? Yeah, snow bottom side. Bottom side of that 5-minute opening range. That one's now invalid. That circle move, though, is carrying. That's a crazy one. Yeah, those are still sitting up like 270-something%. A little rejection near that zone. Where's him? Well, yeah, that GCT move is really nice. Where is Hims today? Is this thing still getting murdered? Yeah, that just doesn't look good. I mean, it's curling a little bit there, but I don't know, man. That's just... They screwed up so bad. So bad. Defense is looking like it wants to get a break there. Lockheed, not really. Where's RTX? Not really. Where is NOC? I mean, they're moving up, but not like any significant like chart setups for now. Yeah, IONQ struggling, but you don't know. That one could get going. That's like typical post-earnings fashion. I'd love to see this thing just rage. Bull above 620. Nice. Hit the like button, boys and girls. Jimmy, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, guys, as you guys are filtering in here, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot spreading these out. TRMD rocketed it. Oh, yeah, the tankers. Yeah, when did I give you guys this one? Down in here on this break right here. Right around 25. The stock's at 29. That's a really nice... What is that risk to reward now, Adrian? Like, oh my God, it's got to be ridiculous. This thing has got to have a ridiculous risk to reward to it because the stop is like here. 1 to 20 risk to reward. Oh my God, look at that, guys. Risk 1% of your account, make 20 back on one trade. You're welcome. Oh man, I try to help you guys. You know, 1000% on Circle. Again, guys, the name of the game, the trade, every single trade that we take has the potential to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of percent, or many, many multiples of your risk. All the losses are really small. The winners are insanely large. That is why this is going to work over time. Not this other nonsense that everybody's talking about, like with like, oh, let's trade 1-to-1 risk to reward. No, stop. You can't do that. I'd love to see Circle make another nice push. Honestly, I mean, silver looks interesting here too. What's the actual low of day though? Like not the wick. This doesn't even have the wick on here, so it's 77.20. Yeah, so it's here. My volume's a little low. I can't really do much about that. I mean, I could maybe turn it up a little bit here. How about that? I'll just max it out, see how it goes. That's just, I don't know why it does that. It just does that sometimes. Circle. Hey, bud. Come on. PayPal and Stripe not currently in talks. Uh-oh, I bet PayPal's going to nuke off of that. Bye-bye. You had far out of the money and the freebie is at 300%, Adrian. Great work on TRMD, buddy. Where's Nat? I bet Nat is still cruising over here, too. Guys, where's the entry on this one? Down here at 426. Stocks at 530. You're welcome. You're welcome. Also, ID, like, talking about SpaceX, I've told you guys, I've seen the decks, I've seen everything, and, like, I didn't like it. So, I mean, you can maybe play the hype on it. I think everybody and their mother is going to try that IPO, but no, there's not going to be a really way to backdoor your way into the IPO. TRMD raging. Nice. So, again, I'm going to throw that link in the live chat here for you guys. Again, first month for $1 a day with code February. There you guys go. Look at this. What is this at now for risk reward? Oh, 1 to 21. Nice. What's the market doing? If you break into this zone, I think you might see Circle get a nice little boost there. Gold just fizzling out. I want to see... Yeah, gold is like... I just want to see, like, know where the actual day lows are. Yeah, that... Okay, imagine if the chart just looked like this. Like, that looks really good. Because that is what the chart looks like. TradingView's just glitching out. Yep, Sofi, again, looking decent there. But again, like we've been talking about, same thing with Bitcoin, same thing with a lot of the other software names here, same thing with Ethereum, same thing with Bmnr. This is not the time to start slinging things just because they've broken above a moving average. You need to see that additional layer of confirmation, which is why, again, we talked about that so much in the YouTube video last night. This could be very fun, TMC. Yeah, pretty bored by the overall market here, but again, we're doing everything that we need to be doing right now. And none of what we shouldn't be. That's the key. See if there's anything. Yeah, PayPal just got nuked on that. Whoa, more than 500,000 scripts for the Wegovy pill? Jeez. Anthropic IPO? I don't buy IPOs ever. That's like a big rule that everybody should abide by. It's you're literally just exit liquidity for the. If you want to be like exit liquidity for a large financial institution, go for it. I just don't like, or like everybody who like was buying before you, like that's basically what it is. It's just a giant game of a greater fool. It's you always wait for them to like rage. Because okay, here's the thing. Even if you get an allocation to the IPO, like you can't really flip it, or else you're not going to get the allocation for the next IPOs. But why not just wait for the moves that always tend to happen there? You see that initial rip, the stock absolutely tanks. They bottom out as the market finds what it wants it to be, what it wants the fair value at like, I don't know, 6 months later. And then you can start to get your entry. That's how you treat the IPOs, you know? Like, I don't really think there's one IPO out there over the last, I don't know, while where if you just slung it that day, it went well for everybody. That very rarely happens. You know? You can maybe play the allocation game, but like then you're gonna get caught for flipping it. Because that's what you should be doing. So I always stay away from those. I don't really see the reason to sling IPOs around a lot. Circle, hello. Trying to make some new highs over here. The high is 90 today. Thanks for the info. SpaceX IPO December 31st. Great. It's going to do it too. It's going to go rip and then tank. All right. So you tap the zone here. Let's see if it wants to push back in. Like I don't know. I don't see like the reason to ever buy an IPO. Like what? Like we know what's gonna happen. Hedge funds are still increasing tech short exposure. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, real estate looks kind of wild here. How's gold looking? Yeah, it's just flatlining. That's fine. That still looks really good for a move over the next few weeks. Hillary Clinton to tell oversight committee members they should ask Trump under oath about Epstein files. What's that? Oh, that's market into the zone. But like guys, this is something I've said so many times before and I will continue to reiterate. Even if we rallied all the way back up to the highs today off of this move, it doesn't change anything. You are still right in the zone. You are still seeing, like even the fact that this move happened is just confirming the situation that we are still in and will remain in until we end up seeing something meaningfully change in the market here. That's why we've been chopping around for so long. Because you get to this point of like, all right, that you can't really make an argument to continue bidding these things higher. So you see that selling, that redistribution of capital across the board, and now the market's waiting for that next narrative. Maybe it's, okay, now you're seeing, if on a market sell-off, if it ends up getting that big move to the downside, maybe there's some companies out there that then are trading at a discount again to what they have historically traded at versus, let's say, the benchmark, their sector, things like that. And then they can just get out of hand with it again back to the upside as things start to move back up. But if you move up into the highs with this, it just doesn't make any sense for the bid to continuously be there, because you're going to still see these same exact thoughts circulating throughout the market, which is like, oh, no, like I don't really want to buy things like way at the high at these valuations here. But it also now doesn't really make sense to buy a lot of those like value names, because those are now really overvalued too. Circle's trying to get above that $90 area here. It's 5 cents away. Let's see. Nope, didn't want it. I think you break there. I mean, it really is going to be like this 91.36 area. That's where it really needs to get through. But Circle right back there, 2 cents. Gold moving up too. There it is, new highs. Let's see if this wants to get a little rage pump. Let's see. Gold looking good here. Still, as always. Guys, when a 26-year-old starts screaming about gold and silver on a giant weekly time frame, I mean, you probably should listen. That's not something that typically somebody of my suitability profile would want to be buying. But boom, there we go. Yeah, market's slipping here. Circle's trying to break through. That might hurt it a little bit. Who knows, though? I mean, this thing's just been a monster. Afghanistan has launched retaliatory attacks on Pakistani border. Uh-oh. Here comes Circle. Nice. What is that up now? Oh, cool. 329%. Nice. I think tomorrow could be a very interesting day for gold. I mean, you want the 10 to catch up to it, but it's looking interesting here. Sorry. I can't get rid of this cough after being sick. Oh, there goes Valero. Yeah, there it is. Hold on, where is oil right now? Is it still ripping? Is this a fake candle? Hold on, we haven't even looked at that. Is that a fake oil candle? Yeah, it is. Oh, all right. That makes so much more sense now. That's just a... Wait, hold on. 63.58? Oh, okay. Never mind. No, that's real. I was wondering because we saw a lot of fake candles today. Like wicks. Like gold. This gold wick is not real. This is the Dela. The purple. This could start to set up here too, Poet. You need about another dollar here on Circle to really get through this area here. Yeah, market's holding on to the zone for now. Circle new highs. Hello. Or no, 96 is the high. Might have just done that though. This is just ridiculous. This is like perfect example of like how the post earnings moves can be. They just rip. Yeah, those are still up over 300% here. I hope they fix this because I'm really not going to want to look at this wick. I hate that they do that sometimes on TradingView. It just glitches out and then you have to deal with this stupid candle. I mean, I like the software idea. Like it's I do and I don't. That's the problem with this. It's just like it seems too like not obvious, but like it seems very retail driven, and I don't necessarily like that all the time. Like I'd almost wait for the setup to happen. Like a lot of these get. Where's Adobe? Adobe's starting to look good. Like, oh, we could just trade them too. Like, there could be some epic moves in software coming. That's kind of what I'm waiting for. Like, if they all start setting up, that's when I'd really start to take a deeper look into it and be like, all right, let's find some good names in here to either trade or add. But on this bounce here, it's not really that convincing to me yet. Sometimes they run. Yeah. Well, that's the key of sizing for zero, remember, is just making sure that you're sized appropriately. Gains are gains, though. You can add it back to the cash balance and call it a day, you know? Circle, a little pullback. Still looks phenomenal. I wonder if this is going to mess with the EMA. I mean, it shouldn't, but... This has been a long period of time of just nothing in the market here. Just since October, really. It's just been sitting around. This thing just still looks like it wants to rage higher. I mean, I'm just going to let it go. It's already free. Like, really free. Circle. Let it rip. Like, imagine if this thing goes to 110, guys. Like, where's Bitcoin right now? Holding a little bit better than everything else, I believe. Yeah, like, imagine if Bitcoin starts running a little bit here. Like, this is happening when Circle's getting... Or when Bitcoin's down. Market's getting murdered. Actually, you know what we haven't looked at in a while that we probably should? Where are the weed stocks? ACB. ACB looks good. That actually doesn't look that bad. We haven't looked at the weed stocks in forever after we killed them. CGC looks good. Interesting. Tilray looks like it wants to move. All right, guys. We got some interesting action here in the weed stocks. I actually kind of like that. Are we going to do it again in the cannabis sector? What was the other one? There's GTBIF, CGC, Tilray. There's another one that can move really nicely. I forget what it is. Glass F is one. Yeah, I mean, these weed stocks, guys, look kind of good. Oh, TCNNF. That's what it is. True Leaf. That doesn't look very good. And it's got earnings. But some of them look great. But, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. It is 11:30. We're going to be wrapping it up for today. Again, I'm going to throw that link for all you guys that still need to jump into LTMP with us. Again, first month for only $1 a day. Use code February. That'll get you in there. Make sure that you connect your Discord account to your WAP account, and you'll be let right into the group. You get access to all the educational curriculum series, the watch list of stocks and cryptos that are about to explode before they do, the pre-market plans, the private live streams, the access to the whole group, everything. So, folks, I'll see you guys on the public stream tomorrow. That'll be an interesting one, especially after the action that we're seeing today. Again, don't do anything stupid. The metals look really good. We'll kind of watch for those developments in the cannabis sector, see if there's anything we want to do there. And then, yeah, other than that, guys, again, the market is still in the exact same place that it has been. We are still in this period of chop consolidation nonsense here, but hopefully we'll be out of it soon. So, folks, I will see you guys later. I'm going to try to get a YouTube video out for you guys today as well. But other than that,